U.S. and its allies scrambling to respond to Putin's aggression. The White House announcing sanctions on trade and financing in the breakaway regions of Ukraine, but not so far against Russia itself. And to be clear, these are not the biting sanctions that the administration has been threatening. Let's bring in Michael McFaul. He's former U.S. ambassador to Russia. He's met and negotiated face-to-face with Putin. Ambassador, you tweeted this today. After Hitler annexations and wars, we created the UN Security Council to create laws and norms against annexation, against great powers taking territory from smaller powers. Putin just did that. The world has to respond now, right now. So, how should the world respond?
Well, number one, I think it's right. The Ukrainian government's asked for a meeting of the UN Security Council. That won't resolve anything because Russia has a veto there, but I think it needs to have a large debate so that people understand that this is an invasion, right? There's some confusion about that. People are saying it's not an invasion and it's using different words. It needs to be called for what it is. Number two, I do think the Biden administration and our allies need to be more comprehensive in their response regarding economic sanctions. Invasions are invasions. They should be called that. And the response, we've all been promised it was going to be a big response. That response is, I believe, should be now. Now, I understand their logic. They're worried about an even bigger war, right?
So just to be clear, we are now trying to call for war. Like, you can see what's going on here, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in, Emerson. Driver, Jay Ryan. Jose, welcome in. Make sure to hit that like button if you're tuning in. Get more people in here. Let's finish watching this, and then we'll get into what I got to get into. Just letting you guys get in here. Duke, welcome in. I like to do this so you guys can get in a little bit of news of what's going on in the broader world.
Rightfully so. I think that bigger war is coming. They don't want to use all their sanctions now. They want to have something left to respond. But I think something bigger than that, what they've done so far, would be appropriate for what just happened in Ukraine today.
You have to wonder, though, about the way in which Putin has actually split the West. We saw this even before the invasion. We saw the U.S. saying, if he invades Nord Stream 2, the gas pipeline to Germany, that's over. And then the Germans said they did not necessarily agree with that. You have these key allies now having a difference of opinion about what the facts are and what kind of response there should be. So if it's left up to the U.S. alone to respond, that has to make the situation even more difficult.
I agree. Great point. And it's been very difficult and hard to put this coalition together right now for the sanctions for the larger scale military intervention, invasion that President Biden, of course, told the American people in the world that they believe is coming, right? So I understand that, but I also understand that we have to learn from history and not just repeat history. This reminds me of the beginning of World War II, when first it was annexation. Hitler said, I'm just going to do that. I'm not going to go any further. We should get a...
Wow, everybody, welcome in. J-Ride, Emerson, Duke, Driver, be safe while you're at work. Glad you're listening. XRP Perfection, welcome. Or XR Perfection, Rafa, Randed, Craig, Shipod, Dundee, new member of Tom's Army in the house. I think one of the newest members, Lewis, welcome in. Let's get through this so we can get to where we got to go. But I appreciate everybody tuning in. Make sure to hit that like button and share this on Twitter. Share this on Twitter. Let more people see so we can have a lit, nice little live stream here. And you see, this is like 2 out of the last 3 or 4 days. I promised you guys more live streams, and I'm going to bring you more live streams because I enjoy doing it and I love my people. Love all of you.
Get ahead of history here and not just wait for this massive military intervention. And I want to be clear, I don't think sanctions are going to stop Vladimir Putin. I don't think they're going to stop or really impact his decision making. But at least it signals to the world, and especially to Ukrainians, that we care about these principles of sovereignty, that we care about the simple fact that great powers should not be able to annex and invade smaller powers.
It does seem, though, that the lack of clarity means if the U.S. responds, especially if it's in tougher terms than the rest of the world, we will be accused of escalating the conflict. That could be used as justification for the next move further into Ukraine.
Well, there's always that risk. It's important to understand. But at this point, we don't need to play games about pretext for war. Putin just invaded Ukraine. He just sent soldiers and tanks into a sovereign country called Ukraine. So, blaming us and, claiming that we're goading him and this fictitious, drama about NATO expansion that unfortunately some people in the West have launched, jumped onto to say it's all our fault. No, sometimes it's right and wrong in the world. It's wrong to invade your neighbors. It's wrong to take territory of your neighbors. And that demands a clear response.
Ambassador Michael McFaul, thank you tonight.
Hitting the road, not all 5G.
Well, I mean, what can you say about that, guys? So when you talk about the broader markets, and the Moscow exchange was just getting hammered. So I want to play the intro. I thank everybody for tuning in. Make sure to hit that like button. We're going to get hot and heavy into it in just a second. XRP Future Millionaire, 1:07 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the East Coast in the United States of America. I want to thank everybody for tuning in on the live stream. Really do appreciate everybody tuning in. It means a lot to me. So Bitcoin's under 40,000 obviously, but under 37,000. It had an absolutely brutal close at just a hair, and I mean a hair, over 37,000. It was a brutal close. It had a nice little drop right before the close. XRP closed just over 70 cents, but now it's under 70 right now. It's 69 cents. And I know a lot of you probably love seeing sub 70 cent XRP. So Tom, why'd you come on live? Well, I like to come on live for about half hour to 45 minutes. I love seeing it. What's up, Tom? Just wanted to say thanks for what you do. Chart analysis. I just lost all my shit because. Interesting. I don't respond to that. I'm not a big fan of sending all of it because of things just like that. I would never send a large amount at first, but hey. I was just about to say that, Shift Pod. Just about to say that. You gotta. But hey, hopefully, well, I mean, I don't know how we're going to work that out, but oh, well, I'll be around. I'll be around. I never get the good news, see? I get the bad news. So, anyhow, Bitcoin at 36,675 at the Duke. So, let's see. I mean, look at this in the 30-minute, though, guys. This is not what you want to see. You never want to see wick pullbacks like this. If you think you're about to make some kind of push up, that's a pretty big pullback. And that was happening when I had just come on here to start, I was doing my live stream setup. As you guys know, I don't know if any of you seen my update that I put on about a half hour ago, but I did talk about the live stream right at the end, but I put that update out for the ones who had to go to bed or the ones who were at work. And you know me, I like to try to appeal to everybody, or appease everybody's needs. So look how close we are to that first, our first target here on Bitcoin. We're looking at 35,056. Then there's that 34,156, and then that 32,662 to 32,886. And the reason why I'm targeting these spots is because somewhere, and it seems like it's going to have to come down into at least this spot, like I was saying, or into here, because we're trying to retest this area. That was the falling channel that we were in, that we broke out of, that allowed us to have this big pattern. But now if we're going to maintain a bullish thesis up here at least and not break back down into here, and when I say bullish, I mean just to give us some kind of bounce, it would be an obvious way to play this if it would bounce off of, somewhere in here, or in here, or in here. It's got to be somewhere, but now it looks like it's going to be in here. If we keep playing it out here, then it might come way down here. So we're trying to find that spot on this falling channel when we back test it for the first time and see if we can get some kind of bounce. We don't know how big of a bounce, but that's what we're trying to do here, ladies and gentlemen. You got to try to find a technical spot that makes sense for buyers to line up. And right now, to me, the most sense that it makes is Bitcoin buyers will be lined up at about that 32,600 or 500 area, somewhere down there. But right now, I mean, let's pull out the RSI. Whoops. So the RSI is heading towards oversold in the 30-minute. In the 4-hour time frame, we're right on the fringe of oversold, but we've still got room to go down because a lot of times when we have a breakdown, it'll come way down. But the 4-hourly is not even what I'm concerned with. I'm concerned with the daily now. So until the daily gets down to like that 1520, which is way in the oversold, still got room, but you're always going to get these back test areas. But now that Ukraine is actually doing what it's doing, and there was a reason I showed you that, this is just getting worse and worse. My technical analysis, when I said we were going to crash and do all this, had the variable of Ukraine and Russia wasn't even part of it. So this just makes it even worse. That's another catalyst for us to go down. And a lot of you need to understand that. That was not part of my thinking. We have 50 people watching. Hit that like button. That's not even half. Fine, I got my joint I consider all day. It's 1:13 a.m. Please hit the like button. All right. Now I'm happy. We're over half. That's all I wanted to see was over half. I needed half of you to be paying attention. Okay. So, but that's what we're looking at. And right now, all you should be looking for is us to re-break that 36,544 because that's our actual support. After the wick pulled back up, our real support we're touching right now is 36,544. Our resistance is 37,508. And it's almost the size of this candle, to be honest with you. Appreciate that, Steven. No problem. I've only been on for, 14 minutes so far. If you are watching, just make sure to hit the like button. Share this on Twitter or social media. Be on until about 1:45, I would say. Okay. So that's Bitcoin, though, but that's what we're looking at. Let's get this RSI off. I've set it up now to where I have the volume set up with just the volume, but then if I want to bring in the other, do you guys like that better, how I have it set up like this? And then if I want to bring in the indicators, I can just tap it and bring in the other 2 indicators. But other than that, it's just the chart and the volume. Now that I have enough people in here, I think I like it better like that, having it set up. Gives us a bigger screen. Lets the volume flow better with the screen. Gets all that other nonsense off the screen for now. And then I can even turn, like I said, I don't usually keep the EMA lines on, but I'll put them on for the purposes of the live stream. So now if I do that, if I take that off, then we don't need, the cool thing is though the EMA lines will stay on for us so you guys can follow them. What was that? Wait a minute. What the hell was that? Shift Pod. Whoa. Thank you for the $20. I feel like it's craziness. Thank you so much. No, yeah, gold and silver. But look at this, guys. The one thing you need to understand is gold and silver is going to take a little bit of back seat for a second. Not in a bad way. Not in a bad way at all. But look at the RSI and the gold and silver in the daily. It's just, if you're in it, we're way in the overbought now. And once you break this area up here, I mean, you're getting way up here now, guys. So we're overbought, but that doesn't mean it's not going to keep going. But I think we're going to get a back test right down here at about this. Let me pull this up. I think it's going to end up meeting somewhere around this 1869. Back test this broken cup and handle. So I'd watch that. And then silver isn't as overbought as gold. I think it's still waiting to make its move this week. And I think a hot one to watch this week is Fortuna Silver Mines. I took out a couple $100 in call options because I think this is about to explode. I really do. I think Fortuna Silver Mines in the very near future is about to be up there at about $5.14. So keep your eye on that. Sorry, I get caught up with the gold and silver. Now XRP, why everybody's here. I was hoping maybe, it'd move a little bit, but it only came down a tad bit since we just seen it. 69,255 down 1.39%. We've got $68,602. That's our acting resistance right now if we stay where we're at. But we got squeezed up now. I don't think it's going to hold it as support with this low volume, but if it stays here, we've got, I guess, 68,602 as the support, 722 as resistance. And then if we fall through, our next little mid-tier is 64369, which could cause a little, you get something like this. Maybe you test here and then you come down and then it's more like this and then it's... But eventually I think we're getting down here and then that's where it gets interesting. This doesn't even tickle my... This doesn't even excite me yet. Once we get sub 60 cents, then the juices get flowing. And then if we get sub 50 cents, oh, baby. Oh, Nelly. Like right now, it's just a tease. We've been in this area before. So, look at this. We have this rising price, crashing, and I mean crashing volume in the 15, right? There you go. Tickle my fancy. That's what I was looking for. All I could think of in my head was tickle my feather. And that I'm like, that doesn't make any mother sense, Thank you. Tickle my fancy. So, and it's the 22nd today, and to start the 22nd, we continue dropping. Today was supposed to be a big, big pump day, and like I told my Telegram, which all of you are in there that are listening, because you're talking and you're part of Tom's Army, but if you're not part of Tom's Army and you're just one of the general public, like I've been telling them, wouldn't it be kind of cheesy for us to have a 22nd pump now with 222, February 22nd, 2022, after we just dumped the market and it would have just been a pump to retest the drop points? So that's what we're looking at right now to see if we can get any kind of clarity that we could have any kind of pump like that. But like I said, I'm not touching XRP until you see us down here for a potential pump. But that doesn't mean I'm going to buy it, but that's the first time I'll consider it. This is a no-no area for me. No, 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 no. Nope. Until we get farther down. And that's just something I've lived by. So... Hell yeah, Michael. I appreciate you saying that. And welcome, 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 welcome. But I mean, if you break it down like that, instead of like, oh, where's XR going to be in 6 months? And this is the reason why I don't like giving dates. Everybody's like, when's XRP going to be there? I don't know. I'm not a wizard. You know, I know it seems like I'm a wizard because I predict the market so well, and when I go back and watch my old tapes, it's unbelievable how accurate I am months and months out. Like I've been doing this for 11 months now, and it never ends. I just feel like I'm so far ahead of the market to the tune that I'm up over 500 and something percent on my uphold now since I started trading crypto, and with the way it's been and being in a bear market, that's not too shabby. The next 500% is going to be the real key because I only have $1,200 of my own money in there and it's at like 74 something. The next part's going to be the fun part because from 74, if you get 500% that, that's when the real fun starts because then you have 500% that. And you got to take it in cycles. I'm not looking to do it in a day. Exactly. I trade Fortuna Silver Mines, believe it or not. When I buy the shares, I use Cash App. But right now I bought call options and I'm doing it on my JP Morgan because I got an exclusive invite because of my standing and good credit and yada 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 with Chase. Which it's a joke because I don't like JP Morgan, but it was a way for me to do call options. So I currently don't have any shares of Fortuna Silver Mine, but I have call options taken out. Hey, UB2B, congratulations. New dad in the house. I'm glad to hear that everybody's doing good. Wow, 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 wow. I wasn't expecting to see you in here, but I should have expected it having a newborn. Congratulations. Hopefully everybody's doing good. Take a bow. Everybody welcome. Congratulate UB2B, my meme genius. Had his little baby. Keith, wow. What is that? 10, I don't know what, is that a euro? Whatever it is, $10. When you guys send it from a different country and people laugh because one country they sent it from, it was $10, but it was only like 13 cents from their country, and I kept saying $10, and they're like, it's only 13 cents. I'm like, shut up. I'm like, nobody knows what your country money means. It's $10 USD when you send it, even if it's $10 and your money's worth, it's actually 10 cents. If it says $10, I'm saying $10, and they were sending $100 at a time, even though it was like I think $1.30. But I was like, oh, there's another $100. It's my lucky night tonight. So I don't know what it comes out to, but that's $10. Wait a minute, do I have what? I have 77 viewers, 47 likes. Hit that like button. Come on, you know you want to. That's all you got to do. Hit that like button, relax, sit back. What the hell? Do you have a... I mean, if you're talking, do I have like a side... I don't... Like my crypto and my Fortuna and my commodities are separate. I'm glad to hear you're healthy. I was so happy that you were keeping me updated. See, I feel special. I didn't want to share it with everybody until I seen you, but why does it keep going back to here? I don't get it. Like, thank you, YouTube. It's like it wants me to show you my art or show you the art. What do you guys think? Like, that's XRP waiting for the bank. Oh, okay, I gotcha. For commodities, easy. I've had, for anybody who's wondering, this list is up here for a reason, ladies and gentlemen. I've got PBR that I've been touting to you guys since $12 and something cents. And then there's Camber Energy, but that's not one that I would buy. That's just what I'm watching for the particular sector. It's a pile of junk. Fortuna Silver Mines. And then I would go into any of these dividend ones and commodities. You got to find the right time. But these are, I mean, they're all undervalued. But these are all my commodities ones that I watch. That's wheat and precious metals. You've got Barrick Gold, Equinox. You've got Kinross, B2 Gold, Yamana, Almina and Minerals, and AAU. You got AAU and GPL, but those are junior mining companies, so they don't pay dividends. And then I have two targets for puts that I've told you guys about the puts. I started putting puts on NEO at $25.75 area. And then on Fuel Cell, I started putting puts at like $5.50 something cents. So I trade them on You can buy all of those that I just mentioned. I use Cash App to buy the actual shares, but I use my JP Morgan trading app to do the call options. You can't buy any of these on Uphold, nor would I want to, because I'm sure they charge crazy fees. Man, the total crypto market cap is getting freaking hammered. And look at this. This is what I'm talking about. Another bearish continuation path. Guys, this is getting worse. See this blue line? That was my first target for this. So we're not even to my first target yet for the total crypto market cap. But I ultimately said I thought we were going to end there before any kind of real bounce. So this is awesome. So, all right. So continuation. The next move would get you about here. See, it would put you to about just under this and use it as resistance. If we continue on this track, very big sign when you have a wick pull down like that, that this is a very resisted upon area. And we just don't have enough buyers even push us up to the short-term moving average. It's very hard to read the volume because, as you can see, you know, it's not like we're getting less volume, but look at all the sell volume on the total crypto market cap. And this is a direct implication of what's going on in the broader crypto markets. So, I mean, look at this. I think it lines up perfectly, too, to even come down to the 1485 would actually be what I'm talking about. Sorry, I was one up. We're supposed to come down to here because that would be a true double bottom in the total crypto market cap. And what do we like to do on true bottoms, guys? If we came all the way down here, we would love to back test this area. And that is where I think we could get a huge play and try to make some money in this bear market. Because just because it's a bear market doesn't mean you're not making no money. I'm still making money in a bear market. I'm just very conservative with my plays. Conservative to a fault, to where some people are like, oh my God, this guy's a douche. He's not even trading. No, I'm not losing. I'm not losing in two risky trades. There's a difference. In a bear market, you can't just throw your money out there at every 3 to 5% move, because after the 3 to 5 or 10% move, you drop 25. Look what happened. We just got set up. We were down, or we were just moved up on a predicted move that I called on Saturday, up 5 to 7%, or some will go 10 to 12. But I said, I'm not taking the trade because you're going to have to sell out right away. And then everybody who buys in, who doesn't sell, is going to be down. And what happened? We went up 5 to 7%. Some went up 10 to 12. XRP was up like 8 3/4 or 9%. And now if you would have been in any of those trades and up, now you're down like 16 or 17%. So now instead of being up 9%, you're actually down 8% in your portfolio. And I didn't want any part of that. Like, that's not worth it to me. I don't need the 10% that bad. So where I would be willing to try it is in an area like this. If we have a true double bottom, I mean, look how far back this would go in the pattern. That's a way back there in the pattern. That's way back there. So, you know, that's where it interests me if we were to get somewhere down there. Especially if we wrote it down and it would bounce off of that trend line. Then we'd really be talking right there in the total crypto market cap. So that's what I'm seeing there. Oh, what's this? Nicholas, $9.99. Wow. 3 donations and 1 live stream. Holy schmagolies. That's crazy. I told you, a lot of you guys Well, not a lot of you guys. I explained exactly what I thought. Buy the rumor, sell the news. So if we were buying pumps, which we bought one of them pre-Super Bowl, which was like days in advance, you had to buy it, and then on Super Bowl, it was going to be a complete disaster. And I even referenced the Saturday Night Live with Dogecoin. But yeah, it's all the hype. When everybody's yelling to do something, go to the guy who's screaming the opposite. Like, I'm still the only person besides Vincenzo who comes on as many times as we do to not waver. Like, I'm not coming on and saying, hey, we're going to $1.25. And then the next update, we're going to 75 cents. Yeah. It's not going to happen. I'll tell you if there's a potential or where the top end can be so you guys aren't tricked. But this is what I see playing out. Something like this. And I know that looks confusing, but hey, that would be a heck of a time to have a failed retest. Whoa, what's this? Aaron. Wow, $10. I appreciate you too. You guys are really blessing me tonight. Holy smolies. Like, wow, whoa. I don't come on here because I think I'm going to get a donation. It's, you know, that's crazy. But look at this too. This is my symmetrical triangle. And now I can put all this to good use. You guys seen how in the Telegram I gave away 3 free months to members of Tom's Army for a free month, give them a free month in March, and I do that. I just send the money to Cash App, and then one person I sent to their what they want, PayPal, but I like to do Cash App. And then one person won $10. So it's always a fun time in our Telegram. I love it. And it's just like I'm just talking to my Telegram because all of you are here. I love the lives too. It's come a long way on these lives. A long ways. So let's see. But yeah, that's the symmetrical. So notice how we came all the way from the top. I mean, we've played it beautifully down from the bottom, touching the top points, coming back down. Now we're coming to the bottom of the symmetrical. So, I mean, it leaves room to be desired. If you break through that, though, that means you're coming down to like 134, 117. And that's what would really get interesting. If this doesn't hold a double bottom like this, and it decides to just do one of these and it falls through, you'd come down here in a very quick motion. Could you imagine if the crypto market cap was nearing the 1 trillion mark? Holy smokes. So, let's see. Man, it's getting late. I can't fucking believe it's already 1:30. It's already been 31 minutes on this live stream. Wow. So, make sure to hit that like button. We're almost there. 57 out of 71. That's a pretty good ratio. So, while I'm over here, though, algo, for my lovers of algo, as I am, and now that it's at 77 cents, it's getting way too cheap to... We're going to have a lot of buying opportunities, ladies and gentlemen. Just saying, we're going to have a lot of opportunities. And you're going to be able to buy so much stuff that you never thought was possible because you're going to have an expanded portfolio simply by not losing all your money on the way down. So right now we're dealing with... And look, we're on the bottom side of these guys. Look at that blue line. That's our resistance support line at 77.91. These are my lines that I came up with, before the drops. And look how they work on them. I always say they're time tested. So... 77. Yeah, Nicholas, I know you like algo. I seen your name in here too, and then you sent me a donation, and it's like, you know what? Money talks. So if you're sending me a donation, I got to get to work for you. So I'm like, I better pull up algo so he doesn't think I'm a douche. No, I'm kidding. I appreciate you. So 77.91 is the resistance right now. And you can see this is a pedestrian bounce at best. That's pedestrian. Every time it even pulled up, look at those wick pullbacks. Here's your fall volume. Here's your puny pie volume that's getting weaker and weaker every 30 minutes. That's very bearish. Rising price, crashing volume, very bearish. The only reason we even rose like this is because, here, let me get rid of some of this stuff on here. I know it's kind of hard to see because everybody talks, but I love it. I don't care. I'm not changing the way the comments come up because I want everybody to feel a part of it. And when the comments come up, it's like all of you are sitting and it's like I'm doing a live seminar. That's how I feel when I see the comments. Right now it's empty, but then when all the comments come up, I'm like, hey, look at all those people. Wow, they're all watching me. It's a good thing they can't see me with my hoodie on. No. Oh, wait a minute. That's not true. Technically, you can see me for a minute. Hey, what's up, everybody? Where you at? It's in a weird spot, so, hello. I'm smoking my joint, so, I don't want everybody to be offended. But, so we're going to go back, but. Hey. But the reason, and I'll tell you why after I turn this off. The reason why I don't like to keep my face on here is because I think it takes away. So you guys start watching me. I want you to hear my voice. That's why I don't use my face when I do live updates or anything like that. I show you every now and then on the live streams because it's not like I'm shy. I don't care about showing myself. You can go to my Twitch and see when I used to do shit on there. So, but I like for everybody to focus on here. I like everybody to focus on the charts. You don't have to see me make my stupid goofy face or anything like that. You just focus on the charts. So that's algo. So when you talk about algo, well, then you got to go to IOTA. It's just that simple. IOTA is trying to fight the support line 7053. It's trying to make its way, but look at all those wick pullbacks. And again, this is a pedestrian bounce in the 30-minute. I always say, yeah, no kidding. Legal in the great state of Michigan. Don't even need a medical card. They just made it legal all around here. That's what happens when they make a bunch of tax money. So this is the buy volume or the sell volume. Look at all the buy volume. Worse, worse, worse. I mean, this is getting worse and worse and worse. So now we start to have a measly little push up. Well, you would think the volume could at least come up with it. Nope. Continue to crash. So if you understand the 30-minute volume and how that can tell you the markets, the 30-minute is the most important time frame in all of the charts. If you're trying to predict the minute-to-minute movements, if you can understand and break down the 30-minute volume and understand it like I do, you'll be 10 steps ahead of the market. A lot of people say, I'll keep you 10 steps ahead. But can you keep yourself? Can that person you're watching teach you? I know I can. Just by you watching me, I do it like this for free for a reason. Yes, you have to be a member for $9.99 a month to comment now, but you can still watch the live stream. And by just joining, you get the Telegram. So, I mean, I think it pays for itself, and it helps support me so that I can help bring all these updates to you and do live streams at 1:36 a.m. Remember when I used to say if I was over 200 members of Tom's Army, I'd be more than apt to do a lot more live streams? You're starting to see the dividends of you guys believing in me. So I really appreciate each and every one of you. So that's what we're looking at with IOTA. I think any upside is capped right here at the 20-day. I mean, it's never getting over that. Let's just call a spade a spade. Unless you see some volume spikes that are starting to read like that, it's not getting over that. And if it does, it's just going to be a quick pullback. It's just that simple. What the hell? Hey, look, for some reason I keep doing that. It's cool, though, because it brings that up. Crypto Nomis, $20. Whoa. For what? Are you... Crypto Nomis, you're not even part of Tom's Army. You should... $20. For $9.99, you could have joined Tom's Army. No, I'm kidding. I really appreciate that. I just feel bad for spending $20. I mean... Man, I appreciate that. That's crazy. That's like 5 donations on one live stream. I knew it was going to do that too because I hit it off. So I love that. You guys just get to keep seeing the bank feed and XRP, or trying to give XRP money, but then it just drops it right on. Man, I really appreciate that though. So that's IOTA. And since we're right here, let's continue down some ISO coins. EDA Cardano. Well below. Cardano's looking like hell lately. Maybe some money from $1.06 to $1.16 area, or 17 or whatever it was. 8% when we were riding it, or yeah, something like that. 107 to 116 or whatever it was. But that's really the last trade I was in. I got forced into Shiba because I had a buy order in that I got cocky about the night before at 3 a.m. and it filled, but I ended up making like a couple percent. But after the in and out fees, I think I lost like $50 or whatever. But then, as you can see, Shiba imploded, so there was no reason to stay in. I was just looking for the best spot to get out. I caught one of the wicks down, so it wasn't a big deal. So yeah, 86.2 is the resistance. And I remember when I was talking about these numbers with ADA a long time ago, and everybody was like, it's never going to get back down there. And then there's these targets farther down that I just... for whatever reason, are not on here, but there's a whole slew of numbers here that could actually get us into these consolidation areas. And because I always told people, if XRP is down at 32 or 22, you really think ADA is going to be that far over $1? Oh, yeah, ADA is going to be running away. Okay. What makes you think ADA is better than XRP? Because I'll take you to the house and to the tool shed and tell you it's not 10 times out of 10. And to my point, what makes you think ADA is better than Algo? Because I'll tell you 10 times out of 10, it's not. So that's my issue with ADA. I've got 2 giants that I can buy that essentially will do the job for me. I can just buy Algo. Or, unless I'm playing the Ethereum, I like ADA though. Under $1, I freaking love it. But, holy small goalies, I'll have to have some ADA at these prices. Um, so, well, not yet, but I'm saying when they get to where it's going. Especially if you start talking, I mean, guys, think of what you could have bought, and then if you have all your portfolio when we're 75, 80, 85, 90% down from the bull run, now in the bear market, I mean, that's how you expand your portfolio and end up becoming the next 1%er in crypto. You can turn yourself into a poor schlub, and we can all become the bulls in the next bull market because we're buying and not losing all of our money, but we'll buy it dirt cheap. You're not supposed to do what we're doing. We're cheating the system right now. You're not supposed to have somebody like me who can read the charts like this and be out ahead and not let emotion deal with it. You're not supposed to have your portfolio intact right now. You're supposed to be getting hammered and your mentality is supposed to be shattered. I've never been more confident because it keeps doing exactly what I say. So that's what you're looking at with ADA. And this channel continues to fall and it continues to play in this falling channel. And it's incredible that it's been doing this for so long and I just have to keep updating it and pull it farther down. I mean, but it's incredible. Look how long this falling channel's gone. And some people are like, why didn't you pull it farther out? For what? It rode out of it and pulled itself right back in. I like the tight channel because it's been mostly in the middle of this tight channel. So an anomaly up, an anomaly not even down through it mostly. But, I mean, look at that. That's incredible. It's incredible how long this has been going. That channel's been going long enough for, in one channel, 73% loss since this channel started. That's incredible. Since September, you're down 73% in Cardano. But they tell you to long hold. I don't know. I'd rather have 100% of my money and not only 27% left. So by logic of all of YouTube and most people that I talk to in my comments, they tell you just long hold. So right now you'd only have 27% of your portfolio left. What are you long holding to? And then getting short on time here, guys, but I do want to do quant because one of my good friends, Raul, has said it, and I respect. So when Raul asks, and I have the moment, I will do it. And quant, I'm very well versed on. I actually have a target if this gets rejected in the channel, where it comes all the way to the bottom side of the channel. Sorry, let me make sure this is, I pulled it down a little bit. I gave my Cardano to it. Exactly. So, welcome, Aaron. Did I miss something? Why are we welcoming Aaron? Nothing came across my screen. I don't want to miss something if somebody did something. So, but yeah, this is what we're looking for quant. And right now it's riding that channel. It tried to use that as resistance or support, but it fell through. Oh, did Aaron join Tom's army? Why isn't it showing me? What the So it shows me who donates, but it doesn't show me who joins the army? What sense does that make? Can somebody confirm that Aaron did, in fact, join Tom's army during the live stream? Oh. A renewal? Is that what's going on? Did Aaron renew? But I appreciate Aaron. Heck yeah. Appreciate that, Aaron. My guy. And you got the XRP Meteor, which means you've been a subscriber for at least 3 months. It's good to see you continuing to support the army. So, this is Quant. Raul. So, I mean, you're really going to be capped at probably $106 at the 20-day and the 30-minute in the red. Let's see. There it is. So this is the 20-day right here in red. So I would assume even if it could swing up, it's just going to pull down. And this is your next support at $91. And I'm so happy with all pulled. They got quant right before this drop. So just another piece of the puzzle coming through. And even like I told Stacy, even if I can only get like 15 quant, whatever. That's all I can afford. Whatever. I don't care. If it's like $50, No, I wouldn't even buy. I'd probably buy 10. If it was like, we'll see how low it goes because I got some lower projections here that'll make you guys salivate with quant. And if it gets that low, well, then obviously I buy at least 10 or 20 of them. But in my grand scheme, I can't put a lot of my allotment into here. But I have a target where it hits this trend line, and that's where it would bounce. But look how far down that is, way down there, if it ever got down there. That was put there some time ago. But in the immediate short term, you're looking at this. So if you want a cheat sheet, put down the 91.40, 78.74, and then we've got the $61 area. And there's 17% drops in between. Some are 13. I can tighten it up as we go, but if you're trying to do a cheat sheet, you got 91 to 78. Well, there's another area down here where you had a wick pull down, so you can say, hey, well, maybe we'll stop at $83. So, okay, well, I'll give you the benefit of the doubt. Unlikely. And then I know there was another area we're missing. Yeah, right here. Start filling in the gaps yourself. Right here. And then, that's one of theirs. So, yeah, that looks good to me. So, I mean, you can fill it in like that and say these are our drop points. So, I would take this away because I don't think that's going to happen. But what I do think could happen is something like this in between, like at 65. You could say the top end of where this cup and handle was at 75. So, but yeah, so just remember this. And then if we hold at that 91.40 or 83.64 level, you could have a sneaky double bottom forming to where you can retest like $110, but it'd be hard pressed to get out of this area with this kind of volume. So hopefully that helps. H bar is doing what the rest of the market does, taking a dump. So H bar below crucial resistance support, but it is trying to pull back, and yes, it has pulled over. So it's at the 20-day. It looks like it's getting some resistance there. If we can manage to get over there, we're going to go up to 205, and you already have evidence that we're going to get rejected up here. So right here. This is likely what's going to happen unless we get a big boost of volume or just volume in general. These are all pedestrian bounces. Sell volume. Sell volume. Buy volume. That's not going to get the job done. So once we break through 19.9, if and when, your next target's 18.6 on H bar. If we break up, you got 205 and then 218. I just don't think we don't have much upside here with this kind of volume. Shiba, it's imploded. We've got beneath 2232 support, but before that, we created a new support by falling, so we can draw that in. We got the 20-day that'll probably cap in the upside in the 30-minute right here. And then the volume looks like shit, let's be honest. Sell volume, buy volume, and then we're going up in price. The sell volume or buy volume is going down in each successful 30-minute candle. We had one boost up, but in general, we're going down in volume. You can see a descending volume structure while you're ascending in price right here in the immediate short term, which means that this is probably going to break off just like the level before it. So not looking good. The Asian markets certainly didn't wake up to what they wanted. They're like, oh boy, gotta sell. And then might as well end up with Doge. It's been a great live stream. I really appreciate all of you. It is getting late. I'm going to get in trouble when Julie sees this that I was live streaming at 1:48 a.m. because she's going to see an alert on her phone because she's a member of Tom's Army. But hey, at least it's not 3 a.m. So, Koa, welcome in. Welcome in. Man, we got through a big range of coins on this live stream. And then with Doge, we're heading towards some of our lower targets, but we're gonna flip a zero on Doge before it's all said and done, in my opinion. We got too many zones below 1 cent. So XRP, the lower it goes, the farther you can see Doge going. So the only question is at some point do we come back and retest this area before we further drop? So is that gonna be something then? But I don't know. That seems far-fetched that Doge could even do that. This the buy volume, like with the rest of the market, very pedestrian. And the 30-minute There's your 20-day, which is going to likely cap on the upside. If it could get past there, 1345 would likely shoot it to a couple levels down. This is the sell volume, right? This volume, that's trash. That means we're on a downward trajectory. The RSI, it's coming up to the neutral area, but it's probably going to get rejected and shot back down into the oversold. That's just the way it's going to trend in the shorter time frames now. We're in a bear market, so when you're bear, you're bear. It's very hard to push out. There's not very many volume spikes because there's not institutional buyers. I have a feeling those Bitcoin that were bought earlier was nothing more than Michael Saylor, and that's just the way it has to be. So, in conclusion, I'm just going to show you XRP, and then I'm going to go. XRP, we're trying to fight right now, but like I said, that volume is not looking good. We've given it time to try to fight. We've had some big wick pullbacks. Exhibit 1, Exhibit 2, Exhibit 3. If this continues, we've got a falling volume. Price, volume, right? Now when we try to push up, should see some volume because we're pushing up. We're losing volume. Those are trash. And now we're coming up to the neutral line on the RSI. Our price volume trend, it looks terrible. It's nosediving on this push up, which is not good. I mean, this is as bad as it can look on a pedestrian bounce. So we come to look at the volume in XRP. Up here, we had 21.45, and then as we come down, we're gaining. It's 21.48. Now we come up here. We start at 21.492. 488, 487. So not really much of a change here, but we're definitely not getting any volume. So we're gonna go down lower to try to find some flying volume so we can go up higher. So XRP Future Millionaire, make sure to hit that like button. Tell your friends, subscribe to the channel if you're watching for the first time, or if you're watching after the live stream, consider joining Tom's Army. Join me and my friends. We've got 200 and Aaron just joined Tom's Army and he's in here. Aaron, I know you're watching the live stream. Make sure, and I'll forward it, make sure because you get this private channel and the Freedom Fighters and also the Metals channel if you would like for joining Tom's Army. We just have some sub channels for some people that have other interests. So make sure you're joining all the sub channels as well, my brother. I don't know where the... I do so much stuff in here. So here, we'll just, I'll just put the group link, copy. You know what, I'll do this after. You get the picture. It's in my database. You can see it. I'm not going to waste your guys' time doing it on here. So I want to end with Sunny Days. I'm going to play it for you guys. And then I'm out. Stay blessed, everybody. I really appreciate everybody who sends the donations. I really, really do appreciate it. No problem, Aaron Lewis. Have a blessed night. Oh, I'm in trouble, JIOV. I promise you that. It's almost 2 a.m. I better get my ass off before it says 2. I can be like, Julia, it wasn't even 2 a.m., you know? So, but have a good night, everybody. I really appreciate each and every one of you. Kenny. You missed it, Kenny. What did you come here for? Kenny comes in at the worst possible time because he hates sunny days. So not only does he miss it, had I have not said hi to him, the last thing he's going to see is sunny days. So Kenny, I love you, but I do have to go. It's almost 2 a.m. I was only going to be on 45 minutes. We were here 54 minutes, so we did a good job. Stay blessed, everybody. Kenny, close your ears. You're welcome, Grim. You know what? I can't do that. Kenny's here. I'm sorry. I'm stop the presses. I'm interrupting. Kenny's here. I have to show him XLM. I will not leave here without showing him his baby XLM. I'm not doing it. So Kenny, you're here. So we're going to talk about XLM real quick and then we'll go. So XLM, as you can see with the volume, we're looking very shady, Kenny. So don't get any ideas. This 20-day is a big problem. We've got, like I was showing them with the buy, That's or the sell volume is right here. And, we're coming down. It correlates with it. Well, now we're coming up. Look at this volume. It's dropped off. So rising price, crashing volume, Kenny. What do I always say? Not a good recipe for trading it, to try to swing it. And with everything we're seeing, not a good idea. So 17.3 is the true support in the area. Then we got 16.8. And Kenny, you want 10 cents. We've only got 1, 2, 3, 4, about 5 supports, 4 supports until we get down to that sub 11 cent area. So hopefully this helps, Kenny. God bless. Stay blessed, everybody. Hashtag be better, do better. Hashtag FUD assassins. And remember, help one person each and every day, because if I don't do my part and you don't do your part, who's going to do their part for our kids? And most importantly, if we're not on the same page, what the hell are we fighting for?